We have our observation in the community of Cabeza de Toro, is a town on the shore of the Pampa Lagoon La Joya, in the municipality of Tonalá, Chiapas. 20 kilometers on the run and 8 kilometers in a straight line from the city of Tonalá. It's located in the same part as Puerto Arista. At the municipal level, it is the fourth most populated locality. The Cabeza de Toro community is considered a tourist center due to the Pampa La Joya, where many people come to take photos due to the great flora and fauna that is present, and they can see the spectacle that is formed when they find the fishermen in their boats and tarayas doing the day to the world that is fishing.
Transportation. In Cabeza de Toro, people travel by car, motorcycle, taxi, bicycle, taxi, and bus. The most common is that people have a motorcycle or small van for work. The motorcycle taxi travels within the community as there are no taxi. The ticket cost is 10 pesos. Taxis and combis are tools that travel to nearby place, for example, Puerto Arista and Tonalá. The ticket cost is 25.
Types of constructions. In the community of Cabeza de Toro, we were able to find three types of house. 1. The homes of people of low economic level. 2. The homes of people of average economic level. 3. The homes of people of high economic level. We were able to observe that the largest number of houses in the community are between the low and medium level. The simplest houses are those of low economic level, and these houses are usually not painted and the walls have a rustic plaster. They are quite small and large families tend to live. Another peculiarity that we notice is that many of these simple houses are usually by the sea. These houses usually have 1 or 2 rooms, and in each room there are 2 double beds. Apart from the beds, there is usually a hammock in the room so that another person can sleep in it. In the living room, they don't have armchairs. They have rocking chairs and plastic chairs. Something that cannot be missing in this house are televisions and cable service. They have the kitchen in a galley at the back of the house, where they have a stove, the pots to make their food, and a shelf to put their dishes. The dining room is in the same galley. In their bathroom, they don't have a shower. They use bucket with the water, or they have their tanks. There is only one bathroom for the whole family, and it is located on the yard. On the other hand, we have the house of a medium economic level. These houses are a little larger, but they are still on one floor. They usually have a corridor at the entrance of the house, where in the afternoon the adults sit to watch people go by. The vast majority of these houses do not all, because there are some exceptions. They have armchairs in the rooms, and they also usually have rocking chairs or plastic chairs. This house usually have 2 or 3 bedrooms, and in the rooms they have double or single beds. They have wardrobes instead of closets. Here, they usually have the kitchen inside the house, and it may be that the dining room is the same kitchen or they have it separately. This house often have very large yards with lots of mango or lemon trees. If the family has a car or motorcycle, they keep it in the yard. The bathrooms are varied. Some have a shower and others with a tank. They are usually 1 or 2 bathrooms. Some are inside the house and others in the yard. Most of these families have wells in their house. Finally, we have the house of people of a high economic level. These houses are very large compared to the others. They are generally 2 floors and usually have all the service. Many of these houses have hallways in the back or front of the house. They have a part is the room where they have the armchairs, the TV, some have even video games. This house have 2 or 5 rooms, and usually in each room there is only one bed. People do not usually share a room except for the parents. The rooms have a wall closet. There are televisions in some rooms, and all or most rooms have air conditioner. Many of these houses even have a study room where there is a computer, a desk, a bookcase, among other things. The kitchen in this house are much more spacious and have more appliances, such as a microwave and coffee maker. The dining room is usually in another room. As for the bathrooms, there is usually one guest bathroom that is located on the first floor, the bathroom in the main bedroom, and another extra bathroom for the members of the family. There are even houses in which each room has its own bathroom. All bathrooms are shower. These houses have a garden. It can be small or large, but most people take good care of it. These houses have a garage to store their cars and does not spoil the garden. What if we can say that these houses are rarely seen in the community?
In the community of Cabeza de Toro, there are the following stores. As many grocery stores, about 50 stores. There are also hardware stores, greengrocers, barber shops, shopping with articles for fashion, carpentry, cybers, pharmacies. They have stationery store. Generally, not all stores are large, so it's difficult to find what you're looking for. Usually, when people make trip painters, they go to Tonala, since they had everything more easy. Within the community, there's a small clothing store, also shoe store, but tasting to the bit specific and of poor quality.
Foreigners. In Cabeza de Toro, there are usually no foreigners, but foreigners come to visit from all over Mexico during the holidays. The best season is at the end of March because it is Holy Week and many people come to beach on vacation. People come from all over the world and there are some who stay to sleep in Cabeza de Toro. Because there are usually many people on the beach, this also benefits families who work in the tourist environment like waiters and sellers.
Each type of house where we interview well on the Cabeza de Toro community contain a variety of electrical appliances in the home of low-income people. It can be seen that there is a fridge, there is a stove, there is blender, there is no washing machine, there is no microwave, there is no coffee maker. In house of people with some resources, it is also appreciated that there is a stove, there is a washing machine, there is a blender, there is a coffee maker, there is a microwave. There is a lot of difference.
The community of Cabeza de Toro is one of the most populated communities in the municipality of the Tonala, which meant that waiting in there are various occupations. The one extent of the most is fishing. This was most the people dedicate themselves to one is the main source is income. There are people who are dedicated to the farm rice, cows and bulls. Another part of the population was the means of transport, white and wholesale in the community. There are few people who carry or their profession.
Types of families. Cabeza de Toro is a very family place. All the people know each other, are from large family, but usually only the father, the mother, and 2 or 3 children live in the same house. Sometimes the grandparents and uncles live together. Normally, the members of family lives in nearby house.